Hello guys and welcome to round one of the Italian Championship. This is the first time we're doing the Italian Championship in over a year due to some problems with MotoGP 18. But that's done now and it's MotoGP 19 and we're back. I believe we're having like about 22 races as we are doing the classic tracks at the end of the season. Anyway, we got me on the Monster Energy Yamaha on pole position. You got Unseemlyhorse and Vampish second and third on the Repsol Honda. Here on the lights, and it's go in Qatar. Not got as good of a start as Unseemlyhorse. Unseemlyhorse gonna try and get the old shot, will he? Yep. Looks like Vampish got a little bit wide there, so he will not be able to overtake me. Sacred Meerkat has crashed. That's a shame. He is well, I guess you could say a rookie to this championship, but he's not really a rookie. But making his debut in the Italian Championship, and he's not starting in the way he wanted to. The Ducati man has gone down. I'm just under 4 tenths behind Unseemlyhorse and wanting to try and see what his weaknesses and strengths are around this track, because we've not really practiced, which is kind of weird because you usually just do loads of practice races beforehand, but I guess a lot of us just haven't had the time to do it. So it's I've got 11 laps to try and pass and overtake Unseemlyhorse. Unseemlyhorse has actually gapped us in sector 2, so that might be a problem if I do end up taking the lead in this race. Obviously that'll be something I've got to keep in mind. Anyway, coming round turn 11 into the free right-handers. Want to try and hit all the curves and apexes here. If not, you're gonna ruin your flow completely. That can ruin your acceleration, and it's just that you lose about half a second, or it depends really. But anyway, coming up to the final corner, turn 16. Unseemlyhorse taking a semi-defensive line. He hasn't got the greatest run out, but it is a Honda. Despite the fact it's equal bikes, so I do think the Honda, well, speed different isn't anything, but you'll probably have a little bit of a better run. Anyway, coming into turn 1, trying to not let Unseemlyhorse get away. As you can see, this is going to be the first time in this Italian Championship where tyre temperatures are going to play in the race. Tyre wear is not on, unfortunately, because we had a vote and the majority voted for tyre wear off. Brendan Muller's crashed on the Petronas Yamaha, it looks like. As you can see, he's dropping now. Sacred Meerkat's in 7th, considering he crashed the first corner. That is not bad at all. Going out the hairpin, trying to get close to Canton. Simo Siege 93 has crashed on his Aprilia. I'm not really a fan of Aprilia, but obviously he likes it. Gap is, I'm a third of a second behind Unseemlyhorse. Flames coming out of his exhaust, got a bit of a twitch on coming out the exit of turn 11. The tyre temperatures are I've gone over 140 degrees on my rear, which means I will be having a lack of grip. Because if it goes over 140, then your grips, you're on a downhill basically from there. Coming into the final sector now, I'm just trying to not let that tyre temperature exceed 140, and I don't want to let Unseemlyhorse get away either, so I've got to kind of do a 50-50 balance. I'm aggressive with the throttle. At the final corner, going to try and get in the slipstream of Unseemlyhorse. I don't think I'm close enough to drag him yet. As we cross the line, he does a 150.273. I've done a 150.240. So we're basically on the same pace. So this is going to be quite difficult to pass. As you can see, Vampish has dropped off the back of us now. So it seems like it's going to be a two-horse race, no pun intended. Going under the DHL, well, not bridge, but sign, I guess. Brendan Muller's crashed again. Don't know if it's going to be the same corner, but It's not the South African's best day. Soldato's moved into 4th place. That is a good ride. He did win. There was a championship in MotoGP 18. It lasted about 5 races, so it was pointless. But Soldato did win in MotoGP 18, as you saw from the intro. He did a good race, but this game he seems to be a little bit slower, so like could have been winning this at this track again, likely, but you never know. You can see Unseemlyhorse, his rear is moving everywhere, so that will. Well, you'd think that would probably play into my hands a bit better, but you just don't know what his tire temperatures are. Managed to take that corner a little bit quicker. I'm all over the back of him now. I mean, it could be a bit closer, but it's a nice gap to be in this sector, so I don't run into the back of him. Simo CH93 has crashed again, so we've already had. Well, we had quite a few fallers now. About 3 of them have crashed. Can I make a move into turn 16? No, I'm just not close enough, unfortunately. But I'm on the back on Unseemlyhorse, but he's managed to get a better lean angle out of the corner, so he's accelerated a bit quicker than me. And a slipstream, I've basically done the exact same lap time as before. Just this is going to be really difficult, so I'm going to have to hope that he makes a mistake, or I'm just able to pass him in the place where he won't expect it. And I'm trying to use every bit of my Yamaha to pass him, but I've exceeded track limits there accidentally. Now in practice on time trial I was having a few issues at turn 3. I was just crashing and hitting the grass and all sorts, so that's why I'm a bit tentative, you could see. I'm a bit slower on Unseemlyhorse, but hopefully progressing into the race I will be a bit more confident. But weirdly I wasn't affected in qualifying, maybe I was just nervous about the race. Anyway, trying to stay onto the back of Unseemlyhorse, which we seem to be doing. I don't think we're going to have a problem of staying with him, we're going to have a problem of getting past him. Can I pass Unseemlyhorse? Glitchman, my teammate, has moved up into 6th place past Sacred Meerkat. Marsazza and Soldato were having a fight for 4th position. That's probably one hell of a scrap considering it's Soldato with his aggression. Sacred Meerkat's retook Glitchman. Unseemlyhorse made a little bit of mistake there through turn 14. Now I'm a bit even closer than last time to Unseemlyhorse. I'm close enough to make a move. Can I do it? I'm having a look, but just not close enough. Unseemlyhorse going to try and get the win out the corner again. He's had a little bit of a slide, a little bit of a wobble, but doesn't seem to affect him because on this game it seems like if you have a bit of a wobble you might get a boost of acceleration, but that might have been patched. But I can't really tell, to be honest. But I'm even closer than I was last time. 3 times slower than the past 2 laps, so maybe Unseemlyhorse is just holding me up a bit with these mistakes, but because I think if I was in a situation hearing the engine behind you, I'd be in pretty panic mode as well. And I've gone up to the green again at the same corner. I want to not really do that because it's not really fair, but I've lost a bit of time doing that. Unseemlyhorse getting a good exit. Sacred Meerkat, Glitchman having a great battle. Swapping and changing for 6th place. They both want it badly. And obviously this is Sacred Meerkat's first race as well as Glitchman's. Well, Glitchman did do MotoGP 18, but we didn't really count that championship, so technically this is probably his first proper championship. And I wish him luck since he's my teammate. So anyway, this is what the race was basically at Assen in our test race. It was basically a draft race where we could pick what bike we wanted to be depending on the position, like the esports. I think, Unseemlyhorse has gone wide, he's off the track. Can we be forced away from going? Massive wobble with the contact. Lucky not to go down. That Honda engine trying to fire up the inside. I've been forced off the track. So he's trying to hold it round the outside. I'm not having any of it. I'm going to just force him out wide like he did to me. Right. Going to take turn 60 defensive. I do not want him to pass me. Bastone has crashed with his KC27 on his Ducati. Unseemlyhorse has got better exit than me, unfortunately, and he's going to zoom past me like, well, this is basically what real life is, isn't it, when it's a Honda versus Yamaha. We try and hold it round the outside of Unseemlyhorse. Just can't do it. Front end went in mid-air then, that was a bit scary. Into turn 2. Yes, I flat off the brake and I managed to stop in front of him, blocking his way. And now I am into first position at lap 6. So we're just about to reach the halfway point. And hopefully I can now, well, for entertainment purposes, hopefully you'll stick with me, but I'm pretty sure if you're in a situation you'd want to just gap the person behind you so you don't have to worry about them. But Unseemlyhorse is not, he knows that my pace was strong from qualifying. I was doing constant 50s, low 49s throughout the entire session. Making a few mistakes here and there. Just that Honda engine buggering me quite a lot. Sacred Meerkat and Soldato are now fighting for 5th place, so Soldato has lost ground to Marsazza, and it looks like Meerkat has managed to get rid of turn 14. Unseemlyhorse is glued onto the back of me. He's not letting me get away like I wasn't letting him get away. But I do think I've just got that little bit extra pace over Unseemlyhorse, despite the fact that in time trial he was miles faster than everyone else. It's gone a bit wide, but he's probably going to go for the exit, but he has lost quite a bit of ground there. It looks like he's lost a tenth or two doing that. And for the first time in this race, I will cross the line in first place. On to lap 7 now. There's only 5 laps to go. Can I hold on? Will Unseemlyhorse dive bomb or just be able to catch me and move me out the way? My tyre temperatures are looking good, not red or orange, but orange is just okay. Half a second now. Glitchman's down, my teammate's gone down. That's not really what I was hoping for. I was hoping he was able to fight for P5. Coming up to the end of Sector 2. What is the gap between me and Unseemlyhorse? 7 tenths. So I have gained about 2 tenths of a second. I've done a bit of a tighter line, which is sort of room to run, but not too much of a problem. Going under the Tissot sign now. Into triple right-handers. And I've missed the first corner. That is not what I want. And yeah, what I was saying earlier, if you miss one then you pretty much messed the rest. But I've managed to fix myself, but I've now lost 4 tenths from doing that. So the way Unseemlyhorse give the lead up to me, I've done the exact same thing, but not lost the lead, thankfully. Coming up to the final corner, the gap is, I think I've managed to bring it back up to half a second roundabouts. Coming out the final corner. You want to try and not make the front wheel go up in the air when you hit that bump. Very easy to do. It's 3 tenths actually. On the map here, it doesn't seem like that. That's probably just because it's down the straight. 4 laps to go. Unseemlyhorse is still piling on the pressure. I'm just trying to make sure I hit all my markers. Don't get any crappy runs out of corners. Don't outbrake myself. I managed to do which I couldn't do in the test race, and I was actually passing Unseemlyhorse. We had the exact same pace, but I just couldn't outbrake him or anywhere. He just didn't make any mistakes. He made one, and I punished him for it. But I've ran wide at turn 6. I was just being a bit caught out there, and now Unseemlyhorse is back on me. This is the problem. If you make one mistake round here, they're back on you. So yeah, it's back to 3 tenths. And I've missed the apex there. Glitchman's crashed again. It's a disaster for the other Monster Energy Yamaha M1. Right. Unseemlyhorse is all over the back of me now. You can hear that Honda engine right behind me. Just trying to hold him off, not make any mistakes. Still 3 temps. But I'm not giving him any chance. I'm not going defensive, because I know if I do that, especially coming up to the last corner, then he's going to be able to outdrop me like he did last time. Simusic has crashed again. I think that's his 3rd or 4th crash now. Absolute disaster for him. Coming down the start-finish straight. 3 laps to go, and Unseemlyhorse set the fastest lap of the race by about 4 thousandths of a second. So, yeah. This is tooth and nail, this is. Soldato has gone down on his Suzuki. That's promoted Glitchman back up to 6th. She's got Simusic has crashed again. Now the gap's up to 7 temps. This is good. We're building up a bit of a gap now, so hopefully we can keep up this momentum. By the last lap, we'll have a bit of a safety net where we can make about a mistake, and that'll be enough to just hold on. Just making sure, taking a bit tight there, lost my run a bit. What's the gap going to be now? Ooh dear, that's nearly a second now, but I don't think that helped any. Well, much. Sacred Meerkat's crashed again on his Ducati. Very unlike him to crash. Obviously he's pushing to the limit to try and catch Marsazza. See, Vampish there, he's not lost us, but... Well, I say we have lost him, but, you know, we haven't just... We haven't just dropped him. You can still see us on the start-finish, which is, I guess, hopeful in case, like, one of us or even both of us crash. Seems to be unlikely at this stage, but you never know. Starting the penultimate lap. Through turn 3. You see it over the course of this race, I've got a bit stronger through turn 3, lap by lap. Gap now 8 temps, so we have lost a bit of time since sector 3. Into turn 6. Try not to wheelie. That average up to 144. You might be wondering like why you're so bothered about them, but if your tyres are overheating and you're just spinning up and you're losing the rear every corner, so it's best to just try and make sure you're not exceeding that limit. The front tyre, that doesn't matter. That tyre can last anything. You don't really feel much the front tyre. I've ran wide again through turn 12, but I managed to get myself back on the line, so I wouldn't have lost a lot of time. It's actually gone up to nearly a second now. I've done a good first 2 corners of the final sector. Into the final corner. This is the gap I was saying I needed. Just that little bit of a safety net, about second. So I can make one mistake and he won't be right at my back. Starting the final lap now. The gap is 0.968. Just got to hit my markers. The gap is now 1.2 seconds. It's going good. Into turn 6. Don't want to lose the front. Coming out now, and Unseemlyhorse has crashed. Oh my god. Right, I just need to now just keep going, not crash. I can relax now, but if you start relaxing, you might lose concentration, I might crash. 6 seconds. Surely I can't mess this up now. We'll turn 10 into turn 11. This is surely in the bag to take my first victory of the season. And my, don't even know how many races I've won in this championship, but it's a lot. Just 2 more corners to go, 6.2 seconds basically. I'll come to the last corner. I'll come out, down the start finish for the final time to win the Qatar Grand Prix and the fastest lap at the end of the race as well. Not a bad performance at all. So that was a very tense race. You know, me doing the pressure at the start, and I get pressured at the second half. Will everyone finish? Message probably won't, because he crashed about 5-6 times. So here are the standings. I won. Unseemlyhorse second, 6.49 seconds off. Then it was Vampish and Marsazza, Sacred Meerkat, Glitchman, Mastoda 92, Brendan Muller, Soldato, and I believe it was Simosic. Yep. So after that, let's see the championship standings. Obviously, it's going to be exactly the same as you saw the race there. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, like, subscribe, you know what to do. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. See you.